This will be the only GoHighLevel tutorial in 2026 that you're going to need to completely understand every single feature that is on the platform. I promise I'm going to try to do my best to be as eloquent as possible and feel a lot more confident about the platform while navigating it for the first time. By the way, my name is Emil. I've been using GoHighLevel for 2 years. I run a successful consulting agency. I've consulted over 300 businesses at how to scale their systems, and I want to help you do the same by using this powerful tool. And those agencies that I'm consulting, they all use GoHighLevel for their own systems. So I definitely believe that this is a massive value add for your processes. If you're new to GoHighLevel or you're thinking about joining GoHighLevel, link down below. There's a 30-day extended free trial. It is a good way to support my channel, and I really appreciate it. So by the end of this video, you're going to understand the menu, everything that comes into GoHighLevel, everything that you need to know so that you can make a clear decision on whether or not you do that free trial. And if you're actually thinking of upgrading from the 97 to the 297, 297 to 497, link down below. There's also a link for that. Thank you so much. Now let's get into the video. Cool. So over here right now, we're going to go through the agency overview. So we're going to be going through every single aspect of the agency so that way you could at least know what to look at. So GoHighLevel just released a feature about Ask AI, and I have a full video about it right here. You could actually check it out. It's going to help you understand this whole feature, but ultimately, essentially what it is as simple as prompting the AI who is built in the platform to really know what you want. So you can ask absolutely anything about the platform. You can ask it to pull up some metrics, understand your revenue, understand your performance. You can ask it to do stuff for you. You can actually upload some files, like let's say the CSV contacts that you want to import. So you can actually ask it to do the importing for you and map the fields correctly for you. So there's absolutely a lot of things to do. Even it's gonna actually code websites for you if you ask it to do so. Now, my recommendation is definitely go through this and ask as many questions as possible so that you can actually understand what it does for you and how it can actually be beneficial for your business. There is the Ask AI for the agency level, and there's also for the sub account level. It's not the same thing. It is the same thing, but it's actually going to operate differently depending on the tasks that you ask. After that, as much as in the agency and in the sub account level, you have the Launchpad. So this is actually something that GoHighLevel has worked on throughout the years. It didn't actually look like this in the beginning. It was a lot more straightforward, yet I think from getting a bunch of feedback from users, GoHighLevel understood that its onboarding sequence needs to be a bit more better. So how they did that is by changing the user interface for the Launchpad and making sure that you have a bunch of steps taken, a bunch of steps that are clear so that you can actually avoid feeling lost in the process of setting yourself up with GoHighLevel. So you get everything from foundational setup, lead generation guide, brand and billing. So you get to understand these things. And over here, it actually tells you how to set up these services, add a brand logo, everything. That's definitely a very helpful way to launch with GoHighLevel. Over here, you have the agency dashboard. So right now, this is on another test agency. However, this is going to help you track your metrics when it comes to agency sales. What do we mean by agency sales? Let's say you are starting a software as a service with the 497 plan. You're going to be able to connect your Stripe account over here, configure your plans, and you're going to be good to go with some payment links, and you're going to be able to track your sales all from this dashboard over here. So you're going to know your churn rate, you're going to know how many people are staying, how much you're getting paid per month, what's your monthly recurring revenue, as we call MRR. And that's it. Over here at sub accounts, you can actually manage the sub accounts. So I'm hiding the sub account names over here because it is proprietary information, but over here you could just create sub accounts. It's going to be as simple as that. If you are on the $97 plan, you get maximum 3 sub accounts. If you are on the $297, you start getting unlimited amounts of sub accounts. How is that important? Well, if you're an agency, you could actually create an unlimited amount of sub accounts and actually leverage GoHighLevel to be able to mark up your services by giving them a powerful tool like HighLevel, which you can basically do anything from website creation, website hosting, a bunch of templates with there. You can connect it to the domain. You could actually connect and integrate Facebook forms, TikTok ads, Google ads, everything from that platform. And you can also connect your Google My Business. You can automate so many things. And it's actually ridiculous the power of GoHighLevel when it comes to everything, an all-in-one platform. It truly delivers it. So basically what account snapshots do, it's the way you built the flows of the sub account to interact with a specific business. For instance, you build specific automations that help lead nurture for real estate, or you build specific website templates that actually helps plumbers. Anything like that, it's all put into a snapshot that actually gets added into your agency account snapshots option over here. And you can as well sell your snapshots, which actually is asking you, how do I sell snapshots? You just need to click on there and follow the steps. It's pretty easy. You can create a new snapshot. You can also import snapshots and get some snapshot templates as well over here. The beauty of it is that as you work on snapshots, you could actually just go ahead and refresh the snapshot. What that means is that you can actually just update that snapshot. And then if you already have some sub accounts that are operating with that old snapshot, you could push an update over here to these sub accounts that need that update. So you're continuously developing as you get clients. So the clients are also fulfilled a lot more, which is a very good thing. Reselling over here is actually a very powerful tool that GoHighLevel gives you. If you're running an agency and you have clients, well, over here you can resell AI employee, let's say. So JHL is charging $97. You can actually have a markup over here, and you can basically design your markups right over here. Just like you could resell WhatsApp, it's going to cost you $10 US with GoHighLevel, and you could sell it for $29.99, which gives you almost $20 of profit. The affiliate portal, this is the template library actually allows you to get unlimited amounts of templates for any type of business category. This is actually super powerful for you if you offer services for website design and funnels, anything like that. This is your best friend. You get a bunch of templates already plugged in. All you need to do is replace logos, add a bit of code using some Claude, and after that you have absolutely amazing websites that you can go ahead and leverage for $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 more and get a monthly retainer on there. That's absolutely powerful as a tool, and it's much recommended. It's made so many people very wealthy. Here we have the HighLevel University. What that does is that GoHighLevel refuses to let you be alone and not understand how the platform works, or not at least give you tools to maximize on the platform and make this a true revenue driven machine for you. So all you need to do is go to the HighLevel University, and there's also channels like myself who are dedicated to literally building as many tools as possible and helping you guys understand how to use the platform at its best capacity so that you could actually go ahead and make this a revenue machine for you. What's nice about GoHighLevel is that they're never stopping their updates. And how do they do that? It's by leveraging their users' ideas. So over here, that's a whole section where you could just basically talk about the ideas you have. If there's anything that bothers you, they get the ideas and they actually try to implement it as best as they can. They're always pushing updates. It's crazy. That's always something nice to hear. When you're getting a lot more bang for your buck, your price is never increasing, and you just keep getting a bunch of added value, which is absolutely amazing. And you can find this right over here under ideas, under the agency view. You get a mobile app, which actually costs money if you want to white label it at 100%. Over here, it's going to cost you $4.97 a month. However, you do get a gray labeled literally it's called Lead Connector app. So if you do have a SaaS and you do not want to pay for an additional $4.97 per month, you could always leverage Lead Connector. It always runs smoothly and people don't have any issue searching up Lead Connector and downloading it and then going into their account. There's absolutely no problem over here. A new update that GoHighLevel released is the white label desktop app. So this is actually free. You get to actually customize the whole app, how it's going to look like from the outside. You get an actual app on the App Store that is connected now onto your desktop. So you don't need to go on the website to find your GoHighLevel account. You actually get to have your own theme, your own logo, everything over here. So you can just go through that. It's very simple and it takes 24 hours after that maximum to build your app, and you get an option to download it for Mac or Windows. The other cool thing about GoHighLevel is that it actually integrates with so many apps. It's insane. Over here, there's 1,853 apps that are offered to you via GoHighLevel, which actually helps you to add a bit more value to yourself and using a bunch of additional tools that can help you in your processes. When we head on over to settings, over here, you're going to be able to design your profile image. You can actually add any type of image you want, your first name, last name, email, phone number. You can choose your password. You can decide the platform language. So if you're not English, you can have another type of language. Over here under company, this is where you get your company details. You make sure everything is good. White label, the white label option is absolutely amazing. You put in a logo over here and it's going to appear right over here. Then you can actually have a white label domain and you can have an API domain. So let's say over here, it's going to be app.yourdomain.com. And over here, it's going to be like link.yourdomain.com, which means everything's just going to appear as your domain. There's no app.gohighlevel. Everything is white labeled 100%. You could add your privacy policy, terms and conditions, and over here you add some JavaScript if you want and custom CSS to make the platform look and feel like your very own. Under team over here, you can add users. So this is where you're going to add your users for the sub accounts. You can also do that from within the sub accounts under my staff, and it's basically the same options. Under billing is where you find your this is where you find your actual plan. So you can choose and you can modify your subscription. You can add some more stuff. You can also have billing questions. So give a phone call to the HighLevel team. They're going to be happy to assist you. Now, if we go on to the sub account level, this is where we find, again, Ask AI. Like I mentioned, you actually can work on your sub account with Ask AI over here, and then the Launchpad as well, because ultimately a sub account is not necessarily just your account, your agency's account, but it's also your client's account. So your clients are going to also need to set themselves up. This is the perfect way to do so. Then you have the dashboard over here for your account. This is where you can track opportunity status, opportunity value, conversion rate. You get your funnels, stage distribution. You can get your tasks over here and basically make it look like your very own. Under conversations, you can have all the conversations that are from all the platforms. This is very important. It's very nice. And you can actually just communicate with anyone from any platform as long as you connect all your social media to the platform. The other important part is snippets. So you could actually have a bunch of snippets, which are templates. So if you have a bunch of recurring emails or SMSs to write that are usually the same, you could just go out here and create your snippet and just send it. It's going to be as simple as that. Calendars is a very important tool because calendars is also what allows you to go out there and get some automations going. So for reminders, you get a trigger, and once the appointment is confirmed, the GoHighLevel understands that it's confirmed, so it starts an automation that you can build under automation right here. Calendar settings over here is where you actually create your calendars, and connections is where you connect your other calendars with GoHighLevel, so that way you avoid any type of conflict in the appointments. Under contacts over here, pretty simple. You get tasks and you get your smart lists over here. So you have a bunch of contacts over here that you can go in and find. Opportunities and pipelines. You can basically go on pipelines, create your pipelines, and build everything step by step. Opportunities is a very powerful tool because you actually get to create a opportunity card like this, and you can just take it step by step, which constitutes your CRM. Over here, you have payments. This is where you can actually build your invoices. This is where you can actually host some contracts and have some signatures over there. So you don't need to spend on any type of money for any additional virtual signing services. Over here, you get subscriptions. These are your recurring subscriptions. You can build products over here. This is where you build your products and how much they cost. And you can have your settings if you want to add taxes and stuff like that. AI Studio is a very, very amazing tool that I have a video on right here. You could actually go check it out if you want more information. But ultimately, it is now the tool that allows you to vibe code into the platform. So you don't need to go anywhere else now. Everything is hosted in there. You can build apps. You can do anything you want. You can actually build a landing page. You can do stuff that are really nice looking from within AI Studio. AI agents. So as you know, there is AI employee embedded into the GoHighLevel system. AI employee is very powerful. You get voice AI, conversation AI, you get content AI, workflow AI, you get reviews AI. There's a bunch of AI in the platform. That's really nice. If you want unlimited AI, it's going to cost $97 US per month additional to get that per sub account. And what's powerful with that is that GoHighLevel actually released voice AI outbound. So basically when a form gets submitted, there's an automation that happens when you set it up, of course, to basically be able to have the AI call your leads and try to book appointments. And all of this is made possible by feeding its knowledge base. So it takes a lot of testing, it takes a lot of setting up, but ultimately once it's set in stone, it's amazing. Over here at the marketing section, it's really nice. You have a social planner. You can actually bulk post some posts on all your platforms at the same time. You could also just prepare your posts from within the social planner. You also get emails. So basically forget about your MailChimp, forget about anything. This is all here for you. You can build templates for your emails. It looks actually very sick, and you really don't need to go anywhere else after that. You can create your own affiliate program. So your affiliate program is going to allow you to refer people into your service or into your business that you're offering and give them incentives to be able to earn more referrals. So GoHighLevel has the platform to help you build your affiliate manager. You also get ad manager. So this is where you can actually manage all your ads, and you can connect to Google, you can connect to Facebook, you can connect to any type of platform that actually runs ads. Automation is what allows you to automate anything inside the platform for your own workflows or towards your leads, or try to re-nurture your prospects, nurture your past clients to make sure that they will call you back after. This is also what allows you to get reviews on an automated basis. And now with build using AI, you get advanced building, where even if you feel lost, the AI is here to help you and recommend the right structure if you actually prompt it correctly to make sure that it's gonna understand what you're exactly trying to do. Over here under sites, another very powerful tool, build funnels that you can actually connect. It's going to be a landing page on a Facebook ad. So you can have a video sales letter, everything. You get unlimited amounts of these. And now there's a build with AI feature that allows you to do all of that. So it becomes even more simple. Software engineers are dying. Websites is pretty much the same thing. You can also have your stores. You can build a webinar on there. You can have forms built over here. So it's very customizable. If you're a user of WordPress, you can actually connect your WordPress account to GoHighLevel, which is another very big feature. Over here under memberships, It's a very powerful tool. This is where you can build courses, record videos, you can build a community, the community like school. You could basically transfer your full school community into GoHighLevel. It is very powerful and you don't need anything else. So say goodbye to paying any other tool than GoHighLevel. Over here you have reputation. So now you can actually request reviews. You can actually see your reviews for Google My Business. You can actually request video testimonials from clients, so that way people can actually see what clients are saying real time about you. You can actually add widgets for your reviews in your websites. You could also optimize your Google My Business over here, and you get more settings so that you are set. You have reporting over here, which actually serves you to understand a bit better where you're at with all your stats. Google ads, Facebook ads, report, all these things, very, very important. You'll also have another app marketplace over here that allows you to go and get more services for your own sub account. You have the phone system over here. This is where you can actually purchase a phone number, then go into the trust center. This is where you can actually start registration for your A2P messaging. You can actually go into email services and set up your dedicated domain, which is going to help you boost your email deliverability. So that was pretty much it, guys. The whole point of the video was to be straightforward and help you understand what GoHighLevel offers, the whole overview of the platform, what it can do, and what it actually looks like in 2026. I hope you enjoyed. The goal wasn't to go in deep detail, but to actually not avoid wasting your time and giving you something straightforward so you can actually get a better decision to whether or not you want to try the platform out for yourself. And if you feel like you could actually understand it, feel free to ask me in the comments any questions you have, and like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one.